What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 60 in the series finale here of the Lille career mode. And today, two games for you. We have Manchester United in the Champions League final, and then we have Lyon in the Coupe Nationale final. Last episode, of course, we won the league there. We finally beat out Paris after 3 years of trying. And we have a chance to do the treble in our final season as well. Manchester United here, we're not going to dilly-dally. We're going to jump right on into it. A team that beat us heavy both times in the group stage. They beat us 4-1 once, and then they beat us 7-2 once. So, I mean, it's a lot to overcome. Hopefully, we're ready. It's going to be a heck of a final episode here. Hopefully, we get some good things out of this. We're going to do the two finals, and then we're going to do, our normal squad rundown and stuff like that at the end. But let's jump into it. Champions League final, the only team I really had zero interest in seeing whatsoever in the final, and it's the team we got. So here we go. Manchester United, Lille, for the third time. Let's go. Oh, he's managed to keep that in play, Rashford. He plays it forward here. Step inside. Unfortunately, still keeps a hold of it there. Are you kidding? Manchester United get off the floor. 1-0 is Jonathan David again. Him and Yoshizi have just been absolute pains. What is this for a goal? Comes in here. Get a little bit lucky as it bounces to him, but he's just rolled it over there. Held off Kimpembe and smashes it into the back of the net. It's an excellent finish, and the amount of goals we've conceded to Jonathan David and Yoshizi after they've gone to Manchester United, genuinely incredible. But a good start for the English side, and it's 1-0. Bodu trying to find a quick response. Shelik. Samare. That's a nice ball in there. I was hoping Renato Sanchez would make the run around me. But he's made himself a pretty decent run here. He steps inside, slides it across. Bodu. Back out. And we're just kind of holding on, looking for a bit of space as that comes to Bodu. And it's kind of just shoved away. But nobody picks it up. And Bodu gets a second chance at it. Sanchez. Trying to get toward the byline here. Does. Back out. Here's Ikone. Plays it across. Samare on it now. Back to Sanchez. And we're just been holding on to the ball for 8 or so minutes. Right outside here. And it comes finally. And it's in the back of the net. And we get a bit of luck that time. And they get a block. And it just doesn't go anywhere. And Bodu gets a second shot at it. And he smashes it into the net. Good patient play from us. That took like 6 or 7 minutes to kind of play around the box there. But the persistence, it kept rolling. That's a good block originally. And there it's just sitting there. Doesn't get a chance to clear it. And we smash it past, I believe that's Henderson in goal. And on 17 minutes, we've leveled it up here, 1-1. Here's Ikone, gets it over. Now here's Samare on it. Out wide, Robinson pushing up the pitch. There's space in the middle here. Comes to Sanchez. And Sanchez can play it out there to Ikone. It's a little bit wide toward the byline here, but he still has it. Gets it across. It's Almada. Oh, what a save. A big old save there by Henderson. Couldn't quite find the back of the net. It's a good move on the break. Very, very close. Now we got ourselves a throw-in a good spot. Here's Bamba. Not the greatest touch, but we get a... No, we don't. Not lucky enough, but we get a little bit of luck there. Brilliant from Samare here, and it's Samare, and he scored. That's excellent, and that's all Samare. He steps in front of that pass out, wins it, plays it off, makes the perfect run into space, and it's such a simple finish for him. Does not score many goals, but he's come up with a goal in a Champions League final. It's a good save, or a good block. That guy looked like he was just going to clear it downfield. Samare blocked it to Bodu's path. Bodu slips it in, takes his time, Samare, and comes up with a big old goal. 2-1 here on 38 minutes. 3 goals in this first half. And you would expect a lot of goals with these two teams, but that is a massive, massive goal, and it gives us a a bit of a foothold here, really, to build on. And we're going to need it, considering what they did to us the first couple times. We feel like we may need another goal or two. Bit of the early press here. They do work their way forward with it. It's nicely done. And Jonathan David steps in. And Manchester United level it right to start the second half, just as they did the first. It's David again. Thought we had a good press on there. Struggling to find a player to switch to here. And Jonathan David moves the ball around really well in like small spaces. It's a good drag. And he has just hammered that past Galini. Not what we needed to start the second half. And it's 2-2. Jonathan David again. Oh, man. Corner set to come in as we look to take the lead back. And it comes... Bodu gets a touch on it, but not a great header. Henderson collects easily. Let's clip forward. We're going to get a hold of this. Sanchez finds Samare. Nice turn there. There's one more. It's blocked, but do manage to hold on to it. Samare on it now. We slip it into Bodu. We can. It's a nice turn from Bodu. He's so quick. And he gets his shot off, and it's in the back of the net. He's just too quick for that center back. And on the hour mark, we retake the lead. 3-2. What a final this has been so far. Everything is so tight. Nervous. This Samari again slips it into Bodu. It's a good turn. And his pace just lets him make the angle. I'm not sure who was chasing him there. But he just couldn't get there in time, could he? Henderson inches away from keeping that out of the back of the net. Unfortunately for him, he can't. It's Bodu's second of the day. Him and Jonathan David having a run at it. And it's 3-2 here with a half hour to go. Does well to play that forward to Samare, who's been getting a little bit more forward than normal. A couple of extra spaces he's kind of found himself in there as it comes to Ikone here. And Ikone steps back inside. Slides it across. It's Samare again. And Samare's going to have a shot here. Oh, that's a good save. It's going to go out for a corner. Samare heavily involved in the attacking today. Not sure why. As that gets cleared away. It's a nice header back in from Kimpembe. And we clip it back there. And Ikone can't quite leap up and get the header. But he manages to kind of hold off for a minute. But not long enough as United pick it back up. Need someone to step up. Jonathan David and Fernandez messing around with it here a little bit. Fernandez on it. Back to Fernandez, who's seeing a lot of the ball around here. Oh, that's unlucky. What a save. A huge save. And wow, what a clearance off the line by Kimpembe. Jesus. A little bit of luck as it falls United's way there. A massive save from Galini. And a humongous clearance off the line. Oh, I thought that found Sanchez. A huge clearance off the line by Kimpembe, who heads it clear as Galini was still struggling to get up. Incredible sequence that. And with only 3 minutes to go, we'll see how big of a sequence it is. Oh, how have I not won that away there? Kimpembe stepping up. Oh, he's beaten there. Oh, another humongous block as it goes out. Jonathan David almost had his hat trick there. That's a huge block. As Cavani comes onto the pitch late. McTominay comes off as the header comes in. And Galini collects. Only a minute or so to go. 2 minutes added on. Just going to clear this up the pitch. Thought there was no one there for a minute. And now we just need to defend one more attack. And we are champions as this comes to Jonathan David. He's going to get to it. Got to step inside. Kanate coming up big and clears in. That should be that. Blow the whistle, and he does. 3-2 the score. What a game. What a game. And I cannot understate enough how big of a signing Kimpembe was in January. Huge. I mean, the difference from last year to this year, the difference from the first 6 months to the second is huge. I mean, we were getting trounced by United early on in this very season, and then we beat them in the Champions League final, and they were still causing tons of problems. 2 goals, obviously, plenty of late clearances and blocks, and we just get away, and we win the Champions League in our final season here. Absolutely incredible. the way that's just happened. Absolutely incredible. Samare, humongous Ikone, his very busy self. Renato Sanchez, of course, set to lift the trophy. Kimpembe and Konate, brilliant at the back. And that's it. They lift. The crowd goes nuts. Galini, of course, with some great saves. He's been starting to get really good, getting better in pretty big spurts now. What a season in this Champions League. We had to fight to really get out of the group. And then we we played really, really well. We almost cruised our way to the final, and then a tough final. Manchester United really kept this from being a blowout halfway through this entire campaign. I feel if United weren't in this tournament, we may have cruised all the way through it, but United really causing us problems. What a final. What a result. What a lift there from Renato Sanchez. The red and blue confetti falling down. Incredible, incredible stuff. And everyone is going to take a look at the Champions League photo. Or get ready to take the Champions League photo. Lille, Champions League champions. That's what you want to see. Everybody there. And there it is. What a result. What a game. What a game that was. 7 shots apiece. 5 total goals. We get out of it with the trophy. Absolutely incredible, incredible stuff. Winners. And that's not it. Oh, man. We have another final. We have to wake ourselves back up to get ready for the final game of this career mode. It is going to be Lille versus Lyon. Of course, a team that's, caused us problems before. They're not an easy team. They're one of the top 3-4 teams in France. This is not going to be a walkover. It is going to be a very, very difficult match. Everyone's fit. Everyone's ready to roll. We're just going to jump right on into this. Lille-Lyon Coupe Nationale. Can we win this trophy 2 years in a row? And more importantly, can we win the treble? Oh, nice bit of skill to make space. Oh, I've messed that up poorly. I've really messed that up. I stepped inside, and Depay just continued to move the opposite way, and it just opened up the gap, and Depay scores. And once again, we give ourselves a deficit early on. It's back to our first season, this feels like, but I've stepped in there, see, right as the pass came in. And Depay's behind Konate. It's 1-0. It's 10 minutes gone. It's not ideal. Bad start here. Corner set to come in as we look to level it up. Decent corner. It's blocked away. And it comes to Kimpembe, edge of the box. It's blocked. Oh, and it's in off the bar. And it's into the back of the net. Oh, a humongous deflection takes that over the goalkeeper. And in off the bar. It just falls into the back of the net. Absolutely incredible sequence that. It's Kimpembe standing out there who hits it. Goalkeeper comes, touches it on, comes to Kimpembe, who sets himself. He goes to shoot. Goalkeeper probably has it, but the deflection makes it loop up over him. Look at that, up in the air. Goalkeeper can't reach it, and it's in off the bar. An incredible, incredible goal to happen in a final. 1-1 here on 16 minutes. Nice win. Played forward. Here's Almada. And Bodu's making a run off the back. And it comes to Bodu here. And Bodu sets himself and finishes it brilliantly. And we've turned it around here. 2-1 on 23 minutes. This is an excellent finish, but it's poor defending. Both of the center backs are drawn to Almada when he picks up the ball in that pocket. And Bodu makes the run. You cannot leave him this space. Look, they both step in. Bodu in plenty of space. He does well to turn it onto his right foot. And he just rolls it past the goalkeeper. It's a nice finish, isn't it? Yeah, just rolls it right into that bottom corner. Excellently done. And we've turned it around very quickly here. 24 minutes gone. It's 2-1. Nice play. Zawar. Oh, how has he come away with that? I will not know as that comes out to Depay. Oh, I tried to step into that gap. It's 2-2. It switched me off. Why would it do that? I had it covered with Kimpembe. Paqueta levels it up. It's 2-2. Come on, I had that one covered. Why did it switch me onto the fullback? Look, this ball gets played in. We're running to cover this with Kimpembe, and then it just switches, and he slows up. And the touch takes him into space. It's a good finish from Paqueta, but that's a ridiculous one to concede. It really is. 2-2 here, and they have leveled it back up. Corner set to come in. Can we get a head onto this? Almost. Comes out to Samare, though, who takes it down. Kanate standing at the edge of the box. I hate that. One more. Here's Bodu. Bamba. Lovely football this as it comes to Bodu. Lovely finish. That's a lovely, lovely goal. Brilliantly worked on the recycle. It's always the recycle that gets you. It's always more difficult. Everyone's kind of just running around trying to find their positions, and this is what happens. It's a goal. Bodu with it as he gives us back the lead, but the movement, it's a good football. It's a nice play in there, and he just lays it off for Bodu. Hits it first time. That is a really, really good finish from him. And right on the stroke of halftime, we've retaken the lead, 3-2. Nice take there. Lays it on to Samare. Samare can slip it out there to Bamba. Bamba with a good ball inside to Bodu. And Bodu can slide it on to Sanchez. And it's Sanchez that's in the back of the net. And what a start to the second half. 2 goals in a couple of minutes. One right at the end of the first. Right at the beginning of the second. And all of a sudden we have a grip on the treble. A grip on the Coupe Nationale. It's Sanchez who took it away. Gets played on and he just keeps on running. What a finish that is, by the way. There is zero chance for Lopez. This comes to him, hits it with his left foot. Look at the shape on that. It's a brilliant, brilliant finish from Sanchez. And on 48 minutes, it's 4-2. Nice take. Back inside, brilliantly done. And here's Sanchez now with it. And Sanchez sees the run of Bamba. And Bamba can push forward. We have a 3-on-3 here. And it's Bamba. And it's Bamba. It's 5. And that should do it. What a blitz in the last 10 minutes. 3 goals from 2-2 to 5-2. It's Bamba here, who hasn't been very much involved at all in either final. But he grabs the goal that might seal it. It's a good finish. Lopez cannot get to it. Perfectly done. He's run half the length of the field on his own there. What a break. What a goal. 5-2. Nice take there by Depay. Can we win this here? We can. Nicely played out of the gap as well. Comes to Samare. And there's Bamba here, who's starting to get very much involved as they push fullbacks forward. Bamba slides it across here. Comes to Bodu. Back inside. Lovely 6. What a break. What a season. What a treble. What a performance. Almada with the goal. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant break. Comes out here. He slides it across. It's Bodu. Steps. Loses his man. And then Almada running into the gap 6 yards out. Just puts it into the corner. The bottom corner there. Brilliantly done. It's 6-2 on 63 minutes. Samare. He's played forward nicely. Here's Bodu. And Bodu can slip that out there brilliantly to Sanchez. It's back into Bodu. I've taken one step too many, but he's still on it, Bodu. And Bodu can slide it back, and it's Ikone. It's in the back of the net. And Lyon have given up here. Our season sort of deserved. This third season sort of deserved to end with a final like this where we just trounced the opponent. I mean, what a second half. We've scored 5 in this, or 4 in the second half, I guess, in the first 20 or 25 minutes. Comes back to Ikone, and he just leathers this right into the top corner. I mean, emphatic is a bit of an understatement, but this second season, we've had some complete performances We've built up to this. It's taken us 2 or 3 years, of course. And once Kimpembe showed up, it kind of just all fell into place. And we really started to play like champions, like treble winners. Incredible. Here's Rossi. Heavy touch there, but it comes to Sanchez. And Sanchez can slide it through, and it's Hazard. And it's Hazard. Oh, what a save. Thought Hazard was going to grab himself a goal on his return to Lille. The header comes in. It's in the back of the net. We do grab an 8th on the corner. Brilliant, brilliant performance. Capped off in the final minute with a goal. Bodu with it. It's a good header. Sanchez who brings it in. He's gotten close on a couple of these. But there it is, right into the bottom corner. Lopez can't get to it. You always have to have somebody on the post. That right there is why. But an unbelievable performance from us as we are going to do the treble here in our final season. Back-to-back Coupe Nationals, a Champions League. We won Ligue 1 8-2 in the final game here to score 8. It's only right. We've been brilliant going forward the entire series. It's only fair as Bodu grabs a hat trick with that last header. He's going to grab the match ball in a final. That's excellent. Everyone's clapping, celebrating as the treble has been realized here in France. And it's Lille, not PSG, as you would normally expect, but they'll take it and they'll go with it. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Everyone dancing around as Sanchez is going to lift his 3rd trophy in a month. He's been an excellent captain. The trophy is see-through. That works. As long as we get the trophy. As long as there's something to lift, Sanchez will lift it. And there he goes. Coupe Nationale, back-to-back. The treble, won here. What a season. And we are going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and check out the squad before we end this series. I mean, what a way to end it. That Manchester United game was brilliant. And that 8-2 over Lille, just the icing on a cake. That has been an incredible year, an incredible series in terms of scoring goals. I mean, we've been absolutely brilliant. 101 points we finished with there in the league. Incredible. But now let's take a look at the squad as the last thing we do here. Obviously, this is the starting lineup. Bamba, Bodu, Ikone, Almada, Sanchez, Samare, and then Robinson, Kimpembe, Kanate, and Shelik right in front of Galini. So, I mean, there are still players here from the get-go. Sanchez, Samare, Shelik, Bamba, Ikone. What else do we have here? So obviously, Guilles is someone we started with in the youth squad. Setup, Bradarich is still here. Angel Gomez is still here. Butman is still here. There are still a lot of players. The core here starts very young, and it's very good. It's just very, very good. But let's jump into this. 60 appearances for Galini, 10 clean sheets. He's up to 84 overall and still hopefully growing. He's a very good goalkeeper. Obviously, our clean sheets are up from last year, but we'd like to kind of get a little bit better than 10 going forward. Fabianski made 2 appearances. We bought him to keep our job at one point, really. We just bought him in to hit an objective. He hasn't really played a ton, as you can see, 2 appearances, but, you know, a couple wins there. Anthony Robinson, who took over for Bradarich on the starting position later on in the year, 29 appearances, 1 goal, 4 assists. He just turned out to be a better physical fit, better fit going forward than Bradarich, but Bradarich's obviously a good player. Lejeune, he's 57 overall. He had 1 appearance in the preseason. Barbosa, 3 appearances and an assist. He looks like he's going to be a really good player. Unfortunately, we're just not going to be able to, you know, grow him into that player. Bradarich lost his starting position, but still only 23. Still a ton to give. 30 appearances this year as well. 5 assists. He wouldn't be going anywhere. He's a very good player and should grow and continue to grow. Kanate, the first center back in our transformation. 42 appearances and an assist. 24 years of age, 84 overall. He was the first piece. We got him in the summer of this year. An incredible center back. He looks like he's moving on to Liverpool in real life. But we bought him here to Lille, and he was incredible. Kimpembe, the one that turned it around right at the end there. 17 appearances since January. Had himself a goal, of course, in the Champions League final. It was in the final we just played, Coupe Nationale, but an incredible player, and he really solidified everything and brought us forward. I cannot underrate these two signings here, Konate and Kimpembe. They really turned the series around. Dursun, 20 appearances, only 18, 72 overall already, the Turkish player. Another player who is probably going to grow to be a really, really good player. Unfortunately, we just can't do it. Botman, 20 appearances. He never really grew into that player I was hoping he'd be, but he's still an excellent option to have at 23, still growing. And since nobody ever gives in a really good bid, he doesn't go anywhere. It's an excellent player to have around. Shelik, 38 appearances, 9 assists, 7 clean sheets. A good player at 26. This is a player that if I were doing another year, I may be on the verge of replacing. He's an excellent player to have there, steady. But he just... I feel we can upgrade there. Baku's an excellent player to have behind him as well. He can play in a variety of different positions. Quick, can score goals, but also, do that regular right back stuff. 26 appearances, 3 goals, 2 assists. Very good stuff from Baku. Bamba, 49 appearances, 24 goals, 18 assists. He scores more. He's got more goals and assists than I thought he had. He doesn't get into every game all the time. It's just the way our wingers are set up. We score most of our goals right through the middle, but a brilliant player to have, and you saw why in that last final there against Leon. Willick, 28 appearances, 5 goals, 5 assists. Still only 23, 80 overall, still growing. An excellent player to, have in the squad. I mean, there's not much more you can say there. Kakare, 33 appearances, 2 goals, 8 assists. 83 overall at 23 years of age. Unfortunately for him, he just has to sit behind Samari. Other than that, he'd be an excellent player to have in the starting lineup, but having him in the squad as a backup is purely, it's just pure ridiculousness, really. An excellent player. Samari, 85 overall, 42 appearances, 4 goals, 9 assists. A lot of attacking in these last 2 games here today. He doesn't normally do that, but an excellent player. Still only 24. He's just the rock there in midfield. You can't really do too much. You can't get by him a ton. He's tough to move off the ball. Just brilliant. And Renato Sanchez here, the captain. 90 overall. The player in the side who's most important. 20 goals and 35 assists in 48 appearances is absolutely incredible from midfield. Still only 25. What more could you say? Absolutely brilliant from him. Guilles, 31 appearances, 9 goals, 5 assists, a lot off the bench. Still only 19. It's amazing to think he's still under 20 when he started the series with us. 77 overall. Could really, really grow to be incredible, really. At the age of 19, I wish I could grow him a little bit more. It's just not going to be able to happen. Angel Gomez, 80 overall, still only 22. Another player who started here with us that you're stunned he's only 22, but 13 goals, 12 assists on 26 appearances. I would want to play him more, but it's just we have an overabundance of attacking talent in that position. Percy Tau, 29 years of age, a player I'd be looking to probably move on. We got him for free. To move him on and get a profit, that's probably good business. He had 14 appearances, a goal, and 6 assists. That's pretty good business. We got him for free. Almada, 44 appearances, 25 goals, 29 assists, and he normally goes off the pitch relatively early, around the 60-minute mark, because he doesn't have the stamina to go back and forth 90 minutes all the time. So he's off the pitch, a lot in those 44 appearances. Still 25 goals, 29 assists, and still only 22. Can play, deeper back if we need him to. Can play out on the left as well. Still a very, very young team we have here. Kubo, 24 appearances, 4 goals, 9 assists. A player I'd like to play more. The problem with Kubo is I kind of feel like he's wasted out way wide like Ikone and Bamba play, but I don't really have a spot for him down the middle anywhere either, so he's a good player, only 22, 83 overall, but a player I'd be looking maybe to move on because he just doesn't fit in the side. It's kind of just one of those. I feel like if you had 3 up front and you were playing something like a 4-3-2-1, And he, you know, he can play that attacking midfielder spot behind the striker in a 2. That's probably his best spot for me, but still a very fun player. Ikone, 45 appearances, 22 goals, 22 assists. Pretty good. 89 overall now, still only 25. This team is so young and filled with incredible talent, and Ikone exemplifies that brilliantly. 26 appearances, 10 goals, 8 assists for Eden Hazard. He came off the bench quite a bit. He's gone down in overall, but he's 32. He was getting older. He was only ever going to be one of those bench kind of guys, so it is what it is, but really fun being able to play with someone like that. It's not a player I tend to bring in career modes very often, but we kind of bought him back sentimentally, and he had a pretty good time here. Diego Rossi, only 7 appearances, 2 goals, 6 assists this season, but he was hurt for 7 months, so, you know, he couldn't really play. Still only 25, but a really excellent player, can play all along the forward line. De Schmidt, 19 appearances, 11 goals, 6 assists, mostly off the bench, only 18. A player that I really wanted to see grow. Unfortunately, another player we won't be able to grow, but an excellent young player looking to move on up the depth chart. De Ketelaere, 8 appearances, 3 goals and an assist. As long as he wants to be here, he's only 22. As long as he wants to be here, he's a player I would never really get rid of. Perfect emergency cover, can play on the left, up front. I love when he scores goals. It's excellent. Holzek, 19 appearances, 17 goals, 6 assists, only 20. He's a pretty fun player, 79 overall. Not the player I thought he was. I thought he was a little bit quicker and more kind of like a Bodu. He's not as quick as Bodu. He's a little bit more clunky, but finally got to use him. Finally got him away from Sparta Prague, and an excellent player to have in the squad. Bodu now. Jesus, look at that. 51 appearances, 81 goals, 28 assists for the 22-year-old. Wow. 85 overall. I mean, he's only 22. He is only 22. I mean, what do you think could happen? His average for the year was an 8.8, and he had a 7.7 in the preseason cup. Incredible. 10 goals in 4 appearances in the Coupe Nationale, 51 goals in Ligue 1, 11 appearances, 15 goals, 6 assists in the Champions League. I mean, absolutely incredible. And what a squad we had. Weah here up to 74 overall, 23. A player I'd probably end up moving on. I mean, if we were going to do another year, what would I do here in the squad? I'd probably move Shelik on and get a, you know, an excellent right back in perhaps. Kubo I'd probably move on to maybe bring in another winger. He just doesn't fit. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And that's probably where I'd go. Weah would probably move on. But, you know, we're in a really good spot with this squad. And this was a really fun series, guys. I appreciate, of course, all the viewership. I mean, this is one of my better series in terms of views. Hopefully, all of you guys are here for Brentford as well. And Benfica to come as well. So, yeah, it's been excellent. I appreciate everything, guys. But that is going to be it. The series finale here at Lille. We are done with Lille. And we will be moving on. Brentford in a couple of days, guys. But that is it. I hope you've enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. And peace.